Discussion. So, we'll give the microphones to the press, so feel free to ask questions. Hello? Tapos na.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. So again, thank you so much for coming. Each one of you will be asking Nicole some questions you would like to ask her. So feel free lang po. And maybe we can just have it like not so formal, di ba? Parang casual lang tayo kasi Gen Z naman tayo. Getting to know Nicole lang naman tayo. But then again, hindi nga lang po, we don't need to actually mention such countries for we know that there are limitations. So we would rather have it as a representation of Filipino society of West Asia. So when it comes to tagging, we need to have the West Asia. No any other countries. Yun lang naman. That's our only request. And okay, so is there anyone who would like to ask his or her first question?
Adam.
May I have the microphone from them?
Hi. Thank you. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir, would you mind if you please state your name first and then kung saan yung ano natin para alam natin. Hello. It's not working? Kailangan niya tayo i-on. On mo muna. Yes.
Hi again. Okay, Nicole. NUPH 2026 will officially start. Will kick off tomorrow, right? Okay, and since you are representing a Filipino society abroad, no? If you could give an important message to your forthcoming sisters in the Universe Philippines, what would you like to impart to them? A message for them.
Okay, first of all, there are the reason why I'm here. I won 3 titles in Saudi Arabia because I always want for my advocacy stage, which is the mental health, focusing on stigma reduction. When I was crowned, I used to visit charity organizations such as Bahay Kalinga. I've seen a lot of distress OFW. It's not just what we see online. There's like more deeper than that. Imagine I'm seeing a mother who is scared because she cannot take her child back home kasi walang papers. Merong isang father who can barely afford to buy a pack of chocolate na nasa stock sa Saudi for 8 years. And for me to help them, now I'm creating a safe space for them for being an active listener. I visit them, so the message I will tell them is that I'm bringing their stories to the Miss Universe Philippines stage so we can turn it all into an inspiration.
Okay, thank you so much. A follow-up question na, you were born here?
Yes po, I was born in Cotabato City.
You were born here and raised in
Saudi Arabia.
So, can you tell us what is something special or what is the advantage of a candidate na panganak dito pero na-raise sa abroad tapos competing in a national pageant here? Ano yung advantage niya compared to sa ibang candidate na from the country lang dito, from the Philippines lang?
Yes, I mean, Sir Adam, I'm not gonna lie. Ang pageantry talaga sa Philippines is, they say bardagulan talaga. Like, we're all very talented. We're the talented girls here. I think the advantage of that is that, I mean, we all have a purpose. We all have an advocacy to bring on the stage. I think it's how we deliver our messages na lang po. I think we're all the same girls who are deserved to win.
Okay, Nicole, good luck and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Hi
Nicole, my name is Adam. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, sir.
I would like, you already have a flourishing entertainment career. So, why are you still dipping your toes in the world of pageantry? Is this a childhood dream?
At first, when I won, I was overwhelmed. Kasi bakit nga ako nananalo? Then I had this practice of meditating, trying to be aligned with my vision. Then suddenly I realized I like to talk public. I like to deliver messages. I like to turn pain into something that really. So I was like, I even questioned myself and questioned God, why are you bringing me here in the Miss Universe Philippines stage? So I guess I have a purpose, which is my advocacy, to be a message, to deliver a message for everyone.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're bringing it up. You're very passionate about your advocacy. Is this coming from a personal experience?
Yes, absolutely. I am a survivor. I also had mental struggles before. Especially as a young teenager na matikila sa Saudi Arabia without knowing anyone kasi bawal ka lumabas without the guardian and I'm a girl. So I was depressed, but then I have this favorite line in the book. Your mind can only be two things, a friend or an enemy. So I chose to be friend with my mind.
So when you say mental struggles, it had something to do with your childhood, growing up in Saudi Arabia. Were you specifically bullied, or did you have quite a sad childhood? That's why you kind of developed that problem that led you to take up this advocacy as you went into adulthood.
Actually, that is always the first part of my advocacy. I always highlight that I lived in 8 different cities and studied in 11 different schools growing up. So I would say yes, paiba-iba po talaga yung school ko. I always adjust. So merong culture shock, merong bullying. But then, I was so depressed. Like, nahirapan ako. But then, I survived kasi ayun nga, I chose myself. Like, you only have to heal and love yourself. Then you will see your vision in life.
With the help of your family and
Yes,
friends.
I agree.
Last question from my end. Siyempre, di ba, you're advocating for mental health. Eh, paano yan? MUPH is like the pinaka-bardagulan of all pageants in the land. And along with that comes with the bashing, nitpicking among us pageant fans, especially on social media. So how are you preparing yourself for that aspect?
Thank you. Kasi, actually, I always choose peace now. This is what I'm practicing for years. And before I accept any negativity from anyone, I always have this 3 rule. Why do they think like that? So the first one is curiosity, empathy, and then judgment. Then I would understand why they talk like that. So it's all gonna be peace for me.
So you're prepared anything that will be thrown along your way in the course of the whole competition?
Yes po, because I love myself. And it's not just for me that I am here. It is for my people, the people of Sarangani and the Filipino Society of Western Asia.
Thank you so much, and best of luck to you in this competition.
Thank you po. From what page po ulit?
My YouTube channel, Hianadong G.
Okay. Next one po. Sino po susunod?
Hey, mabuhay!
Hello!
Congratulations! Yung first question ko, I'll just touch on your advocacy. How do you feel when people say that having depression is being weak? Especially if it's something coming from a mouth of a public official.
Oh, yan po kasi yung highlight ng advocacy ko. Mental health on stigma reduction. So how do I do that? The first part of my message always is every emotions are valid because we are just human beings at the end of the day. So we all just have to be grounded and be kind to everyone because we don't know what these people are going through. Iba-iba po kasi tayo ng tolerance and limitations. Yes po. Thank you.
And just a follow through, what is when people are saying being depressed is a weakness?
Oh, being people are... Okay. From my part po kasi, when they say it's a weakness, first, I would put myself in these people's shoe. Why do they say it like that? Kasi, okay, maybe they grew up in a perfect family, healthy family, then I would understand why they talk like that. And that's why I am here to make this kind of people understand that we are all just humans and that all emotions are valid. Ayun, thank you.
Thank you. And last na lang, I believe you saw some other candidates already during the contract signing. And so far, who among the girls you gravitate towards to, and what do you look forward to in terms of banding based on your few encounters with them during the contract signing?
Oh, the contract signing, so medyo girly vibe talaga ko kami ni Negros. Si Fatima. So I sat with her. So we're both Bisaya. I speak Bisaya as well. So yun, nag-uusap kami kasi medyo nahihiya pa ako sa ibang girls. Yung ibang girls nahihiya din. But we are all saying hi to each other. Friendly naman po lahat. Pero yes, si Ate Fatima, we're very close. And I asked her how old she is. And she's my ate din pala talaga. So looking forward to have more bonding with her. Yes po.
For sure tomorrow mas marami.
Yeah.
Correct. And last na lang, with the roster of candidates na in-announce and everything, sino doon yung parang first impression, medyo nai-intimidate ka na, or parang not necessarily intimidate in a bad way, but because she's too beautiful or something like that?
Actually, wala po akong tinitingnan na na-intimidate ako kasi I feel like we're all equal there. And yeah, we all have purpose, and that is Miss Universe Philippines, inclusivity. And for me, yes, I look up to, let's say, Wygorsky. I like her. I love her beauty. I mean, everybody is beautiful, but I like her. Ayun po. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Sherman?
Hi, I'm Sherman Balboa.
Hello.
Question ka naman, how are your preparations going?
How are my preparations going? When people were asking me when I was just about to take my flight here, do you feel pressured? So I was like, no. Kasi sa Saudi, we're just so relaxed. I have team in Riyadh, I have team in Jeddah, I have team in Dabang. So I've been working with this team for months. Pero right now, my preparation here in the Philippines, medyo nahihirapan ako mag-adjust because I have team in Mindanao and I have team here as well. So, I would say, magiging pabalik-balik ako because I would love to promote my province as well, which is the Sarangani and its hidden gems. Pero I think my team will do their best kasi this is the first time I'm gonna represent Sarangani and the Filipino Society of West Asia. Both of them are first time, so this is gonna be a history for them.
Not to mention Aces and Kings.
Sorry?
Aces and Kings. Aces and Kings, your other Aces and Kings. Training.
Oh yes, also that I would like to share that I'm about to start my training for the Aces and Queens.
Oh. Yes. She's under Aces and Kings. We are so thankful for Aces and Kings for us.
Next question ko is, you grew up in Sarangani, di ba? No, you were born in Sarangani and then raised in Cotabato and
Yes.
then raised in
Uh,
SA.
I grew up in Cotabato, Sarangani, Jensen, a little bit in Davao, Manila, Pasay City, and then Saudi Arabia. Yes
Oh,
po.
yan dami pala. So, okay na ako. Thank you.
Since when ka ba sa Saudi Arabia? Since?
Oh, I came to Saudi Arabia around 2016 po.
Because your
How
mom
old
is...
were you?
Right now,
Nung lumipat ka ng
Saudi, I was 16 po. Thank you.
Her mom po kasi is an OFW nurse sa Saudi Arabia. So she's a dependent.
Hi, Nico.
Hello.
Ay, ano palagay mo ang challenge sa journey ng pagiging into becoming a beauty queen na hindi alam ng karamihan?
Okay. how are you gonna fight for your purpose being on the stage? Paano mo mapuprove sa mga tao na worth it yung pinaglalaban mo, and they have to see this, they have to hear this because this is unnoticed. So, and aside from that, from your personal preparation, the challenges, you have to be mentally prepared, physically prepared, emotionally prepared. So I would say that it would take a lot of courage and confidence para ma-push through yung dream mo to be a beauty queen.
Can you talk about more about your team at kung gaano kahalaga ang team sa success ng isang kandidata?
Sorry, sir.
Can you talk more about your team at kung gaano kahalaga ang isang team sa success ng kandidata?
Yes, I agree with that. And to be honest with you, sir, sa Saudi Arabia, for my first 2 pageants, I was dependent. So, I would do my own makeup, I would do my own styling. For these 2 pageants, I won the title. So, nung 3rd pageant ko na, nagka-team na ako. That's when I started to have a team. Then, na-realize ko na it's very important to have the best team who can work with you, na will push you. I mean, in the backstage, ayoko po kasi na masyado nagpa-pressure na tayo. We should be professional, we should get ready, like this, like that. I mean, like, we should just have to be relaxed and enjoy every moment. Makipagbiruan tayo, magpaklaan tayo, relax lang tayo. So, ayoko lang masyadong professional tayo in the backstage. Like, kasi nasa sa akin yung pleasure. Like, how would I enjoy the stage? So, I think it's very important talaga na you choose your best team para you will feel relaxed and you will get to where you want to be. Opo.
Thank you. Last question ko. Do you agree na minsan mas Pinay pa or mas Pinoy pa ang lumalaki ang role in that kahit kasi anong gawin niya will always reflect on his or her country?
Oh, I see. Okay, that's a very interesting question. Kasi what I've noticed is that the teenagers here in the Philippines are trying to be minsan yung copy, yung styling, which is that's good naman. And I think mas Filipino din talaga kasi ibang bansa because most of the time, ang daming bonding ng Filipino community, Filipino society, na lagi kaming nagpo-promote ng Filipino culture. So, mas natututo yung mga younger kids, younger Filipinos na this is your culture, this is who you are. So, yes po, I feel like mas Filipino sila, pero we're all still Filipinos.
Salamat.
Thank you.
One moment. Going back na po dun sa question about the team handling the goal. First po, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the director, one of the directors, Board of Trustees of Ravens Organization. This is being headed by Doc Joff Guerrero. Siya po ang nagbigay sa amin ng platform para makasali sa Miss Philippines. And he's represented now by our director herself, directly for Austria. So we are so fortunate to have the Ravens organizations, charity organizations, sa lahat ng ginagawa po namin dito sa Philippines. Imagine, without the support of that organization, I do not think this will be possible. And every time na kailangan namin ng tulong and support, nandyan sila palagi. Even nakakatawa nga kasi kanina nag-usap lang kami ni Direk. And sabi ko, Direk, is this what I'm going to do? Tayo o magpa-plancha ng damit? Diba? Sabi ko gano'n. So, yung support nila, yung up to arm-length support na binibigay ng organization talaga is, of course, incomparable. But one thing is for sure, Prime Artist Management, which is handled by me, will never ever, alam mo na yan, we are going to give everything for Nicole, for her job. So this is the team that we have, and we are proud that it's not handled by only one, but a team of passionate individuals talaga who loves this pageantry journey of Nicole. Yun lang ako. Thank you.
I'm Cole. Hello. Paki-press.
Okay na.
Hello, Nicole. This is Michael of Pageants Fanatic. Kehalik.
Oh, thank you for posting.
Alhamdulillah. Kehalik.
Nag-abroad din ako sa KSL.
Oh, really?
Alcobar.
I'm from Alcobar.
Doon ako sa Tukba.
Alcobar.
Sa Malia.
Nag-tour.
Catholic.
Ay, ready na yung mga photo. Ito yung tanong na madalas itanong sa mga beauty queens. Why should you be our next Miss Universe Philippines 2026?
Thank you. I believe that I am a compassionate woman. Back when I was a child, it was just a dream being here in the Miss Universe Philippines stage. I doubted myself, but then I strongly believe in the power of self-belief. And I came here with purpose. And I just don't come here to get the crown. I came here to serve.
Shukran.
I love you.
Hi, Nicole. Peter Bear from Critical Beauty Philippines. Nicole, what do you do in KSA?
What do I do in KSA? So, madami po akong, mostly nagsiserve po ako sa Filipino community. Nag-hosting, modeling, and also to share with you, I'm also a DJ. So, nag-play po ako sa Bahrain, or the last time I had was in Liverpool, in United Kingdom. I have a passion for music, especially house and techno.
So that's one fun fact about you.
Yes, it is.
That leads me to my next question. Give me 3 fun facts about you.
Okay, 3 fun facts about me. Yes, number 1 is that I'm a DJ. Number 2 is that I love to climb trees. And mahilig ako kumain ng saging na may suka. That's weird.
Actually, sobrang cowboy niya talaga.
Yes,
Okay.
opo.
Nicole, sa tingin mo, what is your edge sa ibang candidates ng Miss Universe Philippines?
What is my edge? Okay, I feel like we are all in the same level naman. I would like to say I'm better than them because I have this. I'm better than them because I have that. I feel like we all have purpose to get there. Kasi we all got that chance kasi we proved something before and now we have to prove it in a bigger stage, national pageant. So I feel like we all have the chance and I'm not better than anyone. We are all equal.
Can I ask one more question? You were born and raised in KSA, right?
No, born in Cotabato City po.
Oh, right. But you moved to Saudi Arabia because of your parents'
My
work.
mother.
Yeah. So, growing up, now that you're here in Miss Universe Philippines, how do you think your cosmopolitan background or your multicultural background has shaped your Filipino identity into the person that you are right now?
Half of my childhood, I grew up in Sarangani. I graduated my elementary days there as a valedictorian and started first year in General Santos City. So, back when I was grade 6, grade 4, grade 5, I keep competing for regional competitions for Filipino feature writing. It's really my passion to write about the Philippines and promote our culture, promote our history. So feel ko doon ko talaga nabuo yung love ko for Philippines. And my favorite part of Quiz B's subject is Filipino. Yes po.
That's nice. So what aspect of our culture that you are very most proud of, especially when living abroad, na talagang panakita ka ng mga foreigners and you're very, very proud of this particular Filipino trait or characteristic or practice?
Practice. Yes, I would say the resiliency of the Filipinos. We're pliant as a bamboo, especially that I dealt with the OFWs na lumalaban pa rin sa buhay kahit mahirap na talaga sa abroad, knowing that we all just hear the successful stories, nagpapadala sila ng money sa Philippines, but they don't know what's going on abroad. They can barely afford a pack of rice para makasend lang sa family nila. So, mahirap po talaga, but that's life. That's why I am here for them.
With your level of success abroad, I wonder if you're still experiencing some sort of racial discrimination.
Okay.
Yeah, or parang how are Filipinos being looked upon there in that particular side of the world?
Okay, that particular side of the world. For me, with myself muna, I had some clients with my job before. I had American clients, European, British. So I would say they loved how I talk about my culture, and mostly of them have visited Philippines already because of me. So I would say that, everywhere in the world there is discrimination. So we just have to really understand this kind of people, that maybe they're not open into this, they're not open to that. So why would you waste your energy and time if they really don't understand? So you have to be just kind to them and make them understand our culture and our values and being a Filipino.
That's nice. Thank you again.
Hi, Nicole. Ferdy from Eventology.
Hi, hello,
Yeah.
sir.
How was your competition, the Miss Philippines SA?
How was my competition? Well, it was a crazy preparation.
All major awards.
I won all major awards. First, I would start with my team. All of us came from different cities in Saudi Arabia, and we are not from Jeddah. Jeddah is like a 2-hour flight from our city, and some of my team are from Riyadh. So, we all gather every time there is a major event. So, mahirap talaga. May dadating ng 1 a.m., may dadating ng 3 a.m., may dadating ng 5, just for us to compete. So, I would say the experience was very light because my team are very nice. Sobrang relax nila sa akin. Like, we're all sisters and brothers. Then, I won mostly of the major awards. And masyado akong proud and honored dahil nasabi ko doon yung advocacy ko about the Filipinos, which is hindi siya masyadong na-highlight unless you had the experience of dealing with these people sa mga charity organization. So I made them understand that I've been there, I saw them, we have to see this unnoticed matter that we should highlight this one and help these people who are in need. Thank you.
Ayan, ang galing. So, prior to joining the Miss Philippines SA, ano yung mga competition na sinalihan mo na with regards to pageants?
Sa Saudi Arabia po, back 2022, I won Miss Millennial. That's in Alcobar. And last year, I won Reina ng Filipinas, Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. And and mostly of that, I was just doing modeling. So I had 2 published magazine in Paris and in Canada. And nagmo-model din po ako ng gown sa Las Vegas. And thank you.
So tatlo po yun, tatlong pageantry, tatlong title.
Wow.
Every event that
Undefeated.
always winner.
Undefeated.
Hopefully this time around, ganun pa rin.
So, who among the winners of Miss Universe Philippines do you look up to?
Oh, that's a very tricky question. Oh, Bia Catriona. I love them all because they have different, naman talaga po, different na dinadala sa stage. I love them all, but the one that caught my attention was Catriona. Because I love how she speaks, that it's just normal. Kasi what I've noticed in pageantry is that lagi sila nagpre-prepare sa question, memorize yung ano. Yes, meron talagang proper standard of answering, like the structure, the opening, and the closing, but most of the time, you just have to answer the question. This is what I'm advising din sa mga younger than me or sa nagpa-pageant, nag-ask ng advice sa akin sa Q&A. I told them po na ang important part talaga ng pageantry is experience. Because this is what you're gonna share to the people. So when you get to, when people are going to ask you a question, either emotional, critical, you just have to answer them from your heart.
That's what you saw with Catriona.
That's why I love Catriona. Because she was so light in the international stage. She was just like, the snaps in Tondo, Manila. Like, it was so light and hindi masyadong, she doesn't sound pressured. Like, it all came from her heart. Yes.
And maybe because both of you are hosting din.
I would say, but it's true. Like, what she said is true. And ramdam mo yung every bigas ng word that it's really true. That's how she really felt. Ayun po, thank you.
And my last question, what do you look forward in joining MUPH?
Okay, first of all, yes, I came here with a purpose din po talaga. I look forward, sana na as I continue this journey to the MUPH, na ma-highlight ko ang aking mga dapat i-highlights. The Filipino and West Asia and my beautiful Sarangani, the hidden gems of Sarangani. Not just because Manny Pacquiao is from Sarangani, but the
Which you met yesterday.
Yes, I met former Senator Manny Pacquiao yesterday in my municipality. But the hidden beauty of Sarangani as well. Thank you.
Habol lang. Siyempre, Sarangani, first time in Miss Universe
Yes.
Philippines. How was the reception of the public official or LGU in Sarangani in trying to help you in the Miss Universe Philippines stage?
Oh yes, I was so happy being there because I just flew back this morning po from Sarangani. So luckily, na timing po, noong February 14, which is the Timpulim Festival, my hometown is Kiamba, Sarangani. So the Mayor John Faldi, Vice Mayor Marijes Ancheta, and from the makalapit na municipality, Mayor James and his lovely wife, they welcome me openly, like sobra. Like they even got a photographer and like the float, sinundo nila ako sa airport, pinakain nila ako sa Jensen. Like, they were so glad that someone is going to represent Sarangani to promote our tourism po. And also, yesterday, former Senator Manny Pacquiao, when he heard this, he sounds so excited that someone who will proudly represent Sarangani to the MUPH stage.
Actually, not to mention, Mr. Pacquiao invited her to his house. Unfortunately, we have to fly back for the 16 preparations.
Yes.
Hopefully.
At least the support is there.
Yes. Commitment of support is there from
Yes,
Mr. Manny
po,
Pacquiao.
yes. Yes, and a total, there is like a total of 7 municipalities of Sarangani.
7.
Yes.
Parang gusto na namin dito tumira. Ang saya.
Yes, may pa-everyday election po
Let's
si
try
Mayor.
everyday.
Hi, I'm Tita Bella from Kita sa Pageantry.
Hello.
So I'm actually looking forward kasi di ba pagka pageant, we're looking forward on your wardrobe. So makikita ba namin yung representation ng West Asia and Sarangani sa wardrobes mo?
Actually po, I would say in West Asia po kasi mostly is like veils and being conservative. So I'm planning to mix this one with cultural in Sarangani. It depends on the event, but I would do it 50-50. I would promote the tribal and cultural of the Sarangani and the style of the West Asia.
Kasi parang wala pang nag-represent ang ganun eh.
That's for you to find out po. I'm very much excited.
Actually,
That comes
there is. The Miss Universe Philippines Dubai last year, her gown. Yung designer niya po, as far as I know, is from Dubai. So, may pa-cover siya sa hair niya. Yung parang pa-veil. So, that's also an idea na dalhin ko yung style ng West Asia sa Philippines. Miss Universe Philippines stage. Sa Sarangani, yes po.
Right now po, super busy na ang aming organization, the Ravens Charity Organization, sa pag-conceptualize ng national costume, long gowns, and lahat po yan. So, excited na rin kami.
Excited din kami sa magiging designers mo.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Hello, magandang hapon.
Magandang hapon.
My name is Eric from Gavin XOXO. So, you mentioned earlier that you work also as a DJ.
Yes.
So, light question lang, if you had a dance party with your favorite celebrity aside from Manny Pacquiao, who would be there and what would you jam to? Ano song?
Okay. My favorite celebrity. I would say, do you consider a professional famous DJ a celebrity?
Pwede naman.
Pwede naman. So that would be, he passed away. I so sad to hear that. Avicii. Avicii, he's my idol. Like, because yung songs niya has a deeper meaning. Like the song Wake Me Up. So wake me up and it's all over. When I'm wiser and I'm older. So I love to play his songs with him. And for me to share, to have to play my own song also that would deliver a message para makita niya na I was inspired by him. That not just I'm playing a music just to dance, but also a message, music with a message. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mark Calave of Celebrate International.
Hello,
So,
sir.
Nicole, you're representing Sarangani and the Filipino Society of West Asia. Pwede mo ba kaming sampulan ng introduction mo?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nicole Cruz, representing the province of Sarangani and the Filipino Society of West Asia.
Pwede ano lang, sama. Name tapos ano.
Okay. And the presentation. Nicole Cruz, representing the province of Sarangani and the Filipino Society of West Asia.
Thank you.
Ang DJ.
Sige lang po, tanong lang.
Bakit ka late?
Ben. Siyang dinanong. Kapasiri.
Sorry, I have so many questions. Kasi I'm glad my fellow pageant colleague, Ferdy Abehon, mentioned that you're the first woman from Sarangani to represent your province in Miss Universe. Fast forward, win or lose, how would you like to be remembered by your fellow Sarangani women, especially who would like to follow your footsteps? What would they like? What would you like for them to see in you in Miss Universe Philippines?
Thank you, sir. You know what? Win or lose, I am already a winner because let me tell you a story. I went to my former elementary school in Sarangani, seeing these cute kids, they were hugging me. Oh, they see the Miss Universe, Miss Universe. So parang that part of me pa lang, I'm already a winner kasi I was able to represent my school, my Sarangani. And what would, anong malalagay sa utak ng bata na, oh, there was a Miss Universe who graduated in my school, so I can be Miss Universe too. And other than that, I'm already a winner because this time, for the first time, I got the chance to promote the beauty of Sarangani.
Thank you again.
Nico, can you give us a sample of your spiel when you're on the air as a DJ? Nag-ano ka ba?
MC po. No, I have my personal MC po kasi.
Okay.
Yeah, MC and I'm the one playing, he's the one hyping up the crowd. Yes.
Okay, DJ lang.
The MCs are mostly rappers.
Nagbi-beatbox ka?
Nag-freestyle po ako. Pero, little bit.
How did you learn DJing?
How did I learn DJing? I find it because, let me tell you sir, I'm a jack of all trades. They said a master to none, but better than a master of one.
Yeah, how did you come about into DJing?
DJing? Kasi po, I love to party. Like, I love to socialize sa Bahrain, sa Vegas. So, I like being myself. I find being free in the music. So, I was like, kasi why don't I make my own music when I can find peace in that? So, I started playing. I bought my equipment and everything. And then suddenly, people were starting to love my music. So, that was just like, private pa lang, sa bahay pa lang, then I brought it into lounge, club, beach parties. Then, na-realize ko na I should pursue that. Then, nagtuloy-tuloy na po yung career ko sa DJing.
Medyo mahal ang equipment.
Ay, totoo po. Lalo na yung mga nasa club, mahal talaga siya. When we say like, as DJ. Kasi mostly din kasi, let me share with you, may discrimination din po talaga sa DJ na, DJ ka rin naman, gano'n ka rin naman. But when I started becoming one, hindi po basta-basta nag-play ng music. Like, you have to prepare 1,000 songs every night, and you have to hear that one by one para alam mo kung ano yung i-play mo, so people will be hyping up. And the first time I was training, I was standing for 9 hours straight just to learn different kind of genre of music na i-play mo sa different kind of parties. Because you cannot play hip-hop sa mga Americans, you cannot play Arabic songs sa mga Americans, so different genre po talaga. No? So I would say like being a DJ, way before even when I was not yet a DJ, they are very talented people. Ang dami ko talagang na-invest na time becoming a DJ.
Thank you po. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Any more questions po?
Siguro in closing,
First of all, I would like to thank my mother who have been supporting me since very then, and then the organizations, Raymond's organizations for bringing me to the Miss Universe Philippines stage, and to my manager, Director San Miguel, my, the Prime Artist Management. In Saudi Arabia, we are the Prime. And my team in Saudi Arabia, hindi ko na isa-isa head, and my friends in Bahrain, and my team as well here in the Philippines, in Mindanao. My designer and PA, Sir Ryan Bulak. I'm sorry?
I mean, the municipality.
The municipality, yes, of course. The Sarangani, Mayor Jong Fali, Vice Mayor Marijes Ancheta, Mayor James of Maitom, and all other mayors in Sarangani. Maraming salamat po sa pagbukas nyo sa akin sa Sarangani. Talagang nakaka-overwhelm, and it feels really good to be back home. And to former Senator Manny Pacquiao, na I'm still in the clouds right now. I can't believe I was sitting beside him yesterday. Kinakausap niya ako, nagtatameme ako, and kinikilig ako. Also, when he said that he's gonna invite me to his house, I was like so overwhelmed, nahihiya ako. I was like, Direk, is this true? Is this really happening? Kasi back when we were in Saudi, hindi namin in-expect na ganito yung aabutin namin. Like, even being here na kayo po, na mga well-known press, na I will be sitting here, delivering messages. Maraming salamat po pala lahat sa pagpunta. Maraming salamat po. And yun po, thank you. Thanks to God. Thanks for bringing me here. I don't know what yet, but I know a little bit why I'm here. But I don't know what future will hold for me. But then I all trust it to God. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much po sa lahat. And before we end this press conference, may I have directly